What's going on, family? How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. So in today's video, what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you a method that you can use to keep your container garden watered all year round, no matter what the heat, how hot it gets. It'll help to keep the soil nice and moist so your plants can continue to thrive and grow. So I learned this method from a gentleman on YouTube named, his channel is called Gardening with Leon. Right? He's a pretty cool guy from what I can see. But it was actually recommended to me from a subscriber to go ahead and watch that channel in terms of self-wicking buckets. And I'm glad I did, because he put out some really good information with those buckets. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you his process with the now I'm not saying it's his like he came up with it. I'm just saying like that's who I saw do it, and I just took his method and adapted it to my own, and just changed one thing with it, right? Basically, that's it. All right, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to make self-wicking, self-watering containers this year for our garden. All right, and it's going to be really simple, really easy. So, and the materials are, I think you could probably do this thing for, you could probably do each bucket for less than $10, maybe less than $10. And that's considering the fact that, you know, prices are going up, so the cost of the buckets is going to go up and all that good stuff, right? But everything is still relatively cheap. So what you're going to need a PVC pipe, right? The width is up to you. You don't need anything like extremely wide. Like, it doesn't need to be as wide as this, but you do want it to have some width to it, so you can water your container with it through it with no problem. But you're gonna need some PVC. This is gonna run you like a piece this small. I think this is 3/4 inch. No, this is probably 1/4 inch. This is probably 1/4 inch, and nope, it's a 1/2 inch. This is a 1/2. I'm sorry, that's what I meant to say. That's what I was thinking. I said 1/4, but thinking 1/2. But this is a 1/2 inch PVC. I think a 10-foot piece of this costs like $3, easy. So you're gonna need PVC. You're gonna need obviously a drill, and this is a metal bit. If you're gonna use the tin cans, you want to get a metal bit. Typically, the metal bit would go through plastic, wood, metal, all that good stuff. But you need a metal bit to get through the tin can. Next up, you're gonna need some trash bags. $1.25 at the Dollar Tree, and you get 10 bags, right? You're gonna need your bucket. And if I haven't said it already, you're gonna need about 8 of these, 8 tin cans. The reason why I opted to go with the tin can is only because we made dinner one night and we used like the canned corn, and we had a lot of cans laying around on the counter that we were about to throw away, and I was like, you know what, I can use that instead of the water bottles, because we don't drink a lot of water out of water bottles, because we got a filtered water system in the house, so we drink from that. So this was the next best option in terms of abundance and what we had in abundance. So yeah, so you're gonna need about 8 of these for a 5-gallon bucket. And let me show you the process as far as getting everything done. As far as your bucket's concerned, all you need is a hole in your bucket about the height of your can, right? So if your can's gonna sit in there right there, you want your hole to be about at the top of that can, right? So all I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna drill a hole right at the top of that can, about at that black line. Boom, there it is. Now what that's going to be for is the overflow of water. So as the water fills up, it's going to flow out of the side out of the hole here, right? Easy day. That way you don't overfill your bucket. And I'm going to go ahead and put another one on the other side, because this isn't the largest. So I want to make sure that it drains properly. So I'm going to add another one right there. Now I got 2 holes, one on each side, so the water can drain out. All right, cool. Now, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take these cans, I'm gonna take these 7 cans, which already have holes in them, right? And I'm gonna put them on the inside of the bucket, with the top side, the sealed side up. Boom. I'm hoping I'm explaining this clearly. everybody can follow. And then this is gonna be my wicking can, right? So I got the 4 holes, I got 2 there, 2 there. I'm gonna pack this tight with soil. I'm gonna put a couple more holes in here just to make me feel better about it. Now with this one, since it's the wicking can, you technically didn't need the holes at the top, right here, right? But I was in the groove of making the other ones and I just did it anyway, right? But there's my wicking can, packed tight with soil, right? So now as the water enters in through the bottom holes, it's gonna get wicked up into the soil, all right? Now, show you what it looks like on the inside. So this is what it's gonna look like on the inside. All right, so we got our wicking can in the middle. Everything else is on the outside. Easy. Now I know some of y'all are probably like, well, Corey, won't the cans move around? No, the cans aren't gonna move around. The reason why is because I'm counting on the weight of the soil once we fill this thing with soil to keep everything still and keep everything in place, right? And it's not like we're gonna be rolling these things around on the ground. Like they're gonna be sitting straight up like this. Well, like, why are they gonna move? They're not gonna move, right? Okay, so the next thing I wanna do, well, let's talk real quick about the PVC. So your PVC, when you get your PVC, you wanna make sure you cut it. You wanna make sure you cut it at an angle like that, right? Everybody can see that. It's not gonna sit flush in the bottom of the bucket like that. You want it to sit like this. And the reason why is for obvious reasons. If it sits like this, how is it gonna get water in, right? You want it to have that little angle cut into it so that it doesn't sit flush with the bottom of the bucket and allow the water to continue to come out, right? Easy day. So, when we put our PVC in the bucket, what we want to, one thing that's as simple as it may sound, it can make all the difference in the world, right? This handle. You want your PVC pipe to be on the opposite side of the handle, because if it's on the same side of the handle and you need to move this thing, now you have this problem. But if it's just on the opposite side, then you can still lift it up and you can move it if need be. Or you could always grab it from the sides, okay? Now, you can either put your PVC in now, or you can punch a hole and put it in through the bag later. It doesn't matter, right? You can put the PVC in like this, then put your trash bag in inside like this. All right. Put it in like this, and have it like that. Or you can just punch a hole, you can take it out, wrap it around, punch a hole in it. It doesn't matter either way. I'm gonna punch a hole. The reason why I'm gonna punch a hole is because now, you see how you got all this slack on the outside of the bucket? I'm gonna just tie this in a knot. That's why I'm gonna punch a hole in it. I'm gonna just tie it in a knot. A little neater, right? Looks a little neater. Tied in a knot, still use my handle. And now if I want to put the PVC pipe in it, just put a little hole here, slide my pipe down, and there it is, right? Easy. Now, looks like we're finished, but we're not done yet. Why? Because remember we have that wicking can at the bottom of the bucket, right? How is the water going to get to the can if I've just put a trash bag in there? Easy. What we're going to do is we're going to put a hole right here in the can. Let's see. In the bag, right? That's about the size of the can opening. That's it. gonna just put my can back down in the bottom of the bucket. Boom. So now, get all that air out. Now I'm gonna show you what it looks like this. And that's what it looks like on the inside, right? Once you have everything said and done, right? Put a whole wicking can. You can see the cans are still there at the bottom. And that's it, voila. Ladies and gentlemen, we are finito. And for the most part, ladies and gentlemen, that's it, man. That's it. All you do now is you come back and you fill it with soil. You're golden. That's it. Like it's not too complicated. And like I said, it's gonna help you to keep your garden watered. Like you got that container garden, easy money. And I'm gonna do this method with like almost all of our pots. Even the planters that we bought, I'm gonna do the same thing with it, right? And I'm gonna show you, like, this is the one that I made. This is the one that I made yesterday, right? And you see how pretty it is, nice and neat. Got my watering pipe, got my container full of soil, right? It's dry, it's been sitting out all night, right? So, but that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you can make your very own self-wicking, self-watering containers. Right? This is gonna come in handy, especially for those who, maybe if you live in apartments, right? It's not feasible for you to have a irrigation system, right? Or if you're like us and you live in a hot climate, like coming out and watering every day sometimes became a chore, right? But it has to be done. So now the plants can water themselves because of this, right? Easy. I like it. I love it. And honestly, I think that's it. I think that's all that we have, man. That's it. It's that simple. It's that easy. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you found it useful. Hopefully you guys can make your own containers and you can have a little bit more flexibility and less time having to water your garden this year with these self-wicking containers, right? So if you found this video helpful, if you liked the video, remember to smash the like button, hit the comment section. Let us know if you've ever done anything like this before, if you plan to do anything like this. Yeah, those guys, he's at it again. But anyway, if you like the video, thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe, do the whole thing, the whole shebang. You guys know what to do. Until the next video, ladies and gentlemen, love y'all, take care. Peace out.